Hello beautiful people, what is up? How are you? How are you all doing? It's been approximately 3 months since I last uploaded. Yay! It's been a long time. Can't be bothered to explain why, because there isn't really much of a reason. Well, there is a reason, there's also not a reason, but we're not going to get into it. Anyway, moving on swiftly. How are you? How are you all doing? I hope you are well. As you guys can see by the title below, me and Freddie are fingers crossed it all goes through and everything works properly, but we are finally going to be moving into a house of our own, and we have finally bought our first house. Fingers crossed. We are in that kind of really awkward beginning stage where you're a little bit uncertain, it's a bit unsure. So we're still waiting for things like exchange dates, obviously a completion date. We're waiting to hear back from one more survey, but other than that, I think everything's kind of going well. So we've got our mortgage in place, we picked the house that we want, we put our offer in, the offer's been accepted, and now we are just waiting. This has been a long time coming. We have saved and saved for years, and now finally it seems like things are kind of slowly slotting into place. I'm so excited. In today's video I'm just going to be showing you guys some things that we've bought for the house. I say we, mainly me. I've just gone a little bit off the tracks and decided that I am going to get everything ready. I just want everything ready so that when we move, everything is perfect, we've got everything we need. Because we're still in that kind of beginning process and we don't really know what's happening, whether it's going to go through or not, I've only really purchased things that we will definitely need no matter what house we go to. And I've purchased stuff that I know I can put up in the loft, and even if we get it down in 5 years time, I will still need it. So mainly today is kitchenware, because everyone needs kitchenware, and I'm so excited to show you some of this stuff because, I mean, you know you're an adult when you're excited about ceramic dishes and hoovers. I'm an adult. Without further ado, let me show you guys what we've got for the new kitchen. Let's go. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to keep these things, being honest, because my foster mum doesn't use them and she's the one that gave them to me, but I'm not sure if I'll get much use out of them either, but we'll see. So I've got 3 of these like silicone baking trays. So they're really easy to clean. Whack them in the oven. They're heat resistant, obviously. Would be really crap if they melted, but yeah, we've got 3 of these. We've got this circular one, this red one, and then we've got like a flat tray. I think this is the one I'm more likely to use out of all of them, is this one, but I also have bought a couple of other ones which I'll show you soon. So whether or not I use the silicone ones or sell them, we will see. Next up, my favourite food ever is pizza, and it's probably one of Fred's favourites as well. And I actually don't mind the like the supermarket ones where you buy them and they're fresh and take them home and then you cook them. So I picked up 2 pizza trays. I was going to pick up 1, and then I thought to myself, 1 isn't enough, and if I then can't get the matching one, I'm going to be really fuming. So I picked up 2. They're really simple pizza trays. They're just pizza trays, but I know I said this before, you're an adult when you like a good piece of like kitchenware. These are really sturdy pizza trays. They're not like flimsy crappy ones. So I got these. They're from Baker Secret. They're actually from TK Maxx, and they were $6.99 each. So we have 2. I've put this in here. Again, a really good bit of kitchenware. Look how I can't explain to you the weight of this thing. It's a cupcake muffin tray. I bought this years ago from the range for about £6, but you really do get what you pay for. I know that you can buy these for like £2, but this is so heavy and so sturdy. Lastly, for baking trays, I picked up these ones from Home Bargains, but they're Tom Kitchen ones. I'd never heard of the guy, but I felt the baking tray and I thought, wow, that's really sturdy and quite heavy. So I picked up these. I've got this one, which is like the small one, and then this one, which is the larger one. So I'm pretty sure I paid maybe a £5 for this one and maybe £4 for that one. But yeah, really quite heavy. Oh, I forgot I got these. This is exciting, isn't it? We're just going to discuss homeware. I picked up these also from the range. So they're real Pyrex. You can see the logo. There we go. And I've got a little Pyrex oven dish and a medium/large one. Again, you can get these really cheap. They're probably just as good, but I thought, well, I was in Home Bargains anyway, and I said to myself, I might as well just get the real Pyrex. And I think they come with maybe like a year warranty or a year guarantee. So that should be alright. And you can microwave these things if you have a microwave big enough. I probably won't, but apparently you can. I just can't wait to actually get a house and have to unpack it. That's so exciting. Okay, moving on. So me and Fred have already bought our dining table. So we found it on Facebook Marketplace. I'll put a picture here, but it's solid acacia wood and it is solid. It's not veneered or chipboard or MDF or anything. It is solid acacia, which I was really happy with, because I said to Freddie, one of the only things that I was dead set on is that our dining table was solid wood. You buy a piece that is solid and it's good build and it's good quality, it will last for absolute ever, and if anything happens you can sand it down a little bit, you can revarnish it, you can always sell it on. So we picked up this dining table and we only paid £200 for the dining table and the 6 chairs. Because it's solid acacia, I've had a look on Google and on Pinterest and I found some really cool things that I'd love the dining room element to be, and I would honestly adore to have the wooden table, a nice table run, a couple of candles, a little tray, and then just put your salt, your pepper, your vinegar and your oil in there. So it's like quite minimal but also really aesthetic. So I picked up these from Vinted and I didn't pay an awful lot for these, but I spent weeks looking for the right ones that I wanted. And these are little candle holders. That is what they look like. So it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I would like one on each end. And yeah, I honestly love it. It's so pretty. It's going to be an absolute bitch to clean, but I'll find a way. Bit controversial because I bought this from Sheen, but I haven't bought a lot from Sheen. I've bought 2 things and that was it. So I actually got the table run from Sheen. That is the colour of it. It's like champagne-y kind of, which will go really nicely with the candles and with the acacia. And then on the ends are like tapered. Let me just move that. There we go. And the ends are tapered and they just drip off with this. So you could always cut that off if you didn't like it, but I quite like it and I think it will go with the candles. So this is the second thing that I got from Shein. I didn't want to buy anything from Shein, being completely honest. I wanted to get the more expensive version of this, but the more expensive version is a lot more expensive. So I was like, I'm getting it from Shein. And I've kind of balanced it out because a lot of the things we've bought have been second-hand. So a couple of things that I bought from Shein I don't feel so guilty about, but you know, you do you. So I picked up this from Shein. It is a knife holder, but it's a knife drawer organiser. You never kind of know the area. So I've done my crime statistics and I've done all of that stuff, but you never really know, do you? And if someone burgled my home, the last thing I would want is knives on the countertop. So I asked Fred, can we please just put the knives in the drawer? So I picked this up and it's double tiered, so you can slot some knives in here and then you can slot knives in the top as well, and you've got a little like pocket here for just little random things. So I picked this up and I did try it in a drawer and it fits so good, so I'm really happy with that. It doesn't feel, on the bottom, the best quality, but I paid £5 for this and the expensive version can be like 25, so I'm not moaning. It will do the job and I'm quite happy with it. Next up from Dunelm, I've picked up this. This was £5 and it is a corner plates stacker. There we go. So you can put this in the corner and you can pop your big plates here, your middle ones and your bowls on top, or you can actually put these in drawers, which is what my foster mum does, and it honestly is an absolute godsend. If you stack up your big plates, your little plates and your bowls, you always have to pick up stuff to get to the bottom plates, or it's just a faff in my opinion. So something like this for a £5, I think it looks a lot better. It's more aesthetically pleasing, it's more organised, and I don't have to keep picking everything up. Moving on, I was so excited about these. I picked up these from Swan. They were half price, maybe a bit less actually. I paid £14 I think for these, and it is a 6-piece utensil set. But the utensils themselves are actually beautiful. They're really nice looking utensils. So they're like a whitey, off-white creamy colour, and the handles are a wooden effect. So I don't know, I love these. I think they look really smart and really aesthetic, and yeah. And they're Swans, so I'm pretty sure they'd last a long time. So If you like stuff like this, they also do a toaster and a kettle and canisters, loads of bits, and it is the Nordic collection. Moving on. Next up, I picked up this 3-piece ceramic set from Asda. So it's Asda George, which I actually wanted. I was going to get the grey ones with the speckles, but they didn't have any. And these were £4 cheaper than the grey one, so I just thought, what's the point? You're literally spending money on the colour of something that's going to go in the oven. You get a small, a medium and a large, and they're just for things like roast dinners. How good are these for roast dinners? You can have the small one for your honey glazed carrots, you can have the big one for your potatoes. If we can do a full roast dinner with everything that we've got, then we've done good, because that normally takes up the most pots and pans. So we've settled it that way. We can do a full roast dinner, it's going to be fine. I have had these in my wish list for probably a year. What month are we in? Yeah, I actually think I've probably had these in my wish list for about 11 or 10 months, thinking about when I first started writing my list. So when I could finally get them, I got them and I love them. So I picked up these from George Home, again, which is basically Asda. It is a pot and pan set. They are grey, the handles are beautiful, they're speckled, it's got that like wood element, goes really, really well with those Swan Nordic utensils. Everything kind of has a little bit of a vibe, but I haven't gone out of my way to spend a lot of money for it. I've kind of just gone to different shops and kept my eye on prices. So that's what these ones look like. They're grey all around. There's the base, and then the inside is kind of like cream and speckled with a wooden handle. I know a lot of people don't care about what their pots and pans look like, but I really feel quite strongly happy with these and I think they're beautiful. So I don't know, I just feel like it's really aesthetically pleasing. And I know that they're good pots and pans, which is the best thing, because I know that they're good quality. They weren't horrifically expensive and they look cute, so I'm happy. If you're not new to this channel, you might have seen my baby haul, like Home Bargains and Aldi baby haul that I did for my nephew. And I bought them something really similar to this, which is like a little mini ottoman from Home Bargains. I got theirs in a different colour, but I picked up one for myself in the end. I just thought to myself, you could have a little ottoman in the living room and you could put like blankets and bits and bobs for guests. So if you're sat outside having like a little barbecue, they can just pop in. You can say grab yourself a blanket and it's fine. They could be like the outdoor blanket. So I thought I'd do that. I'm just trying to be a nice host. So I picked up this one, that's the top, and it's this really, really nice like grey. These are insane for the money. So they're from Home Bargains and they're like £8. And I also picked up a big one I'll show you in a minute, and that was £16 I think. So I picked up these placemats to go with the table run and the acacia wood, and I really, really like these. Next up, I didn't buy this. I had this in my drawer and I kind of just upcycled it, ready to use. I remember buying a bottle of olive oil ages ago and it looked like a standard bottle of olive oil. So I peeled off all of the stickers and I used like a label remover and I did one of these silly little labels, and I now have a bottle for my olive oil for the table. So I did that ages and ages ago and I hid it like in the alcohol cupboard just waiting, and I finally found it the other day. So I spent nothing on this. Next up we've got a cutlery tray. This is from B&M. I paid £2.50 I think. That is a lie. I paid £3.50. But again, it feels really sturdy. It doesn't feel like one of the cheap ones. It just feels like it will last a really long time. Sponges. I didn't buy these. Freddie did a joke Christmas present for me a few years ago and this was in the joke. So I have kept these ready for a home. Oh, I forgot I have these and I love them. They're so cute. So in my basket I had the Gino D'Acampo spoon set in my basket for ages and ages, and I went there and I picked them up and I was like, actually I don't like them in real life. They're alright, they're fine, but underneath there were these ones which are actually George Home, so 3-piece utensil set. I didn't pay a lot for these, a couple of quid I think, but I really, really like the wood grain. So yeah, I'm so excited that these are ours. Freddie decided he wanted to get like the bits and bobs we needed, but we couldn't get them to match. He wanted to get Scoville because he's had a really good experience with them in the past. So we got a Scoville peeler, Scoville can opener, and a Scoville pair of tongs. I'm so excited about those wooden spoons. It seems really silly, doesn't it? I picked up a Pyrex jug. This is from Asda. It was not a lot. It was like £4, so I'm quite happy with that, and it matches the other Pyrex dishes. I picked up this from B&M. So it is a colander with a little handle, and it was only £2. And I basically, this is one of the only things I bought where it was just, I bought that because it matched. So it's grey, and I thought, well, that will go with everything. At least it will match. So I picked up this one, and it is just a standard plastic colander. On to cutlery. This is one of the first, like, honestly, our mortgage was accepted, and then the house offer was accepted, and that day I went out and bought cutlery. I was like, okay, fine. We're going to need cutlery eventually. Let's just buy some cutlery to make it really exciting. So if cutlery does actually make it exciting, I'm not too sure. Picked up these. They're made by Russell Hobbs, and they're actually from B&M, and this is a big set, so it's a 32 piece instead of a 16 piece. I paid 22 quid for it, but honestly, the metal feels a really good quality, and each one is hallmarked with Russell Hobbs. So yeah, cheap and cheerful, but it will do the job. I've only really got 2 things left. So this I got for Christmas a long time ago, and it's been in the loft for ages, and it is a wire cheese board. So you pop your cheese down, you move the wire, and it will just slice it for you. I'm glad I kept it. It's been in the drawer for about 3 years now, but we can finally move out and use it. We've got pegs. Not very exciting, are they? They're just pegs, but you need them, so we got some pegs. And then just so you guys can see the size difference between the ottomans, this is the larger one that we picked up. So it's like having 2 in one. This was £16, I think, and it's the same colour, so I think that will work really well. So guys, that is everything so far that we have picked up for the home. I say it's everything. We also picked up an ironing board, which was second-hand, for £5, and it looks brand new, no word of a lie. And we've also picked up a second-hand Henry Hoover. Actually, it's not a Henry, it's a Hetty, so it's pink and it's gorgeous, and we paid 50 quid for that, so it works amazingly. I'm really, really happy with it, and for £50 you've saved £80 automatically. So I'm so happy with everything that we've picked up. I'm so excited to move into a new house and to be able to, it's all the little things, isn't it? Like decorating is just like one big element to it, but also organising the kitchen, having things where you want it, seeing it all come together. I'm so excited. So hopefully you guys will come with me on that little journey. I will do videos, okay? I'm going to do videos on the moving element. I'm going to do like bits and bobs, maybe a couple more hauls, but let me know down below what you actually want to see, if you want to see anything that is, and I will be sure to do it. So, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're not new and you have been watching my older videos, then thank you for coming back. It is so appreciated. I hope you have a fantastic day or evening, wherever you are in your week, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next YouTube video. Until then, love you, bye.